Welcome to the Elders Corner. How are you guys? Listen, it's been a long week, and if this is your first time, I want to welcome you over here at the Elders Corner, where a little bit of reality and spirituality meet with a little bit of holistic flavor. I am Nessa, the Holistic. How are you? Yes, guys, it's been 2 weeks, but listen, I've been working on some stuff, and I've been having a very, you make plans, you make arrangements, and things happen, right? And so this episode is about intentions. What really are people's intentions in this time? And I'm asking a question, but that's where we're going at. We're gonna talk about this. So you guys know that we had the big BBQ with New Destiny, and we were outside, and I was telling y'all about the merch, and we were getting all of this. And so the person that I was working with, was doing a very good deal with me. But, things happen. You waited till the last minute. The design you see on the shirt, he says that he created, this is a whole new look. But if you look behind me, look at the shirt. Look at the merch. And look at that. Did you create? So we went through a little thing, and what I messed up and didn't do was do a contract. And so he threatened me to go to my church. I'll go to, because I made the order about a month. I did the deposit. We had a discussion. It was somebody who makes shirts for me anyway. I thought we were family, your kids, your wife, we're like this. You know a lot about establishing the business, so I said, well, okay, I'm at the beginning stages of something that I feel like it's going to grow. It started out as me holding the banner. It started out as me continuing the legacy of somebody that I love. It's a character and an attribute that the Lord blessed me with. It's a quality that I have. And when I love you, I love you. When you have been such a positive or a constructual presence in my life, I love you. And so my love don't come with control. And what you expect from me is not what I'm going to do. I don't move like that. When you need me, I'm there. When it's my time for processing, you can't feel away. And so it started out like a great idea. It brought the shirts the day of. Mind you, I had other financial responsibility. Y'all know. I told y'all, who follow me, who knows that this year's have been an up and down. And it's on every episode. Every episode where people taking the content of what I'm saying, thinking I'm talking about them, and there's some stuff that I'm going through. And it amazes me how you want the love and support for you. But when it's time for you to be a support for somebody else, it's something different. So, like I'm saying, it's the same content of what I'm talking about, the intentions of people. Okay? And so he brings me the product at church in the middle of service. And a couple of things happen. Severe things happen. I call him like, oh, bro, I'm in this. He was like, oh, I can come through and do this. But if you do that, it makes it worse for me. Right? So I said, no, we're going to do this the right way. I went and handled my business. So I called him. I was like, yo, bro, I need to Tuesday for us to complete, but I really want us to start working on the other stuff, what we're going to create. Oh, I'm going to go to your pastor and I'm going to let him know this and that. What are you talking about? My church, my pastor has nothing to do with this. This has nothing to do with who I am and what I do in the house of the Lord. Right? I prayed on it because I really wanted to be, y'all know we on the corner. And so I could be an RN real quick. And I said, Lord God, you've changed me from that place, The Lord put it in my hand. I took care of it. But the intention, like you knew the whole situation. And I couldn't believe you had the mitigated goals to do that. And then it made me question everybody else around me. You know, all the people that say, like, NASA, what's up? This, and that. I'll never forget people I was growing with. And it was a particular time that I was trying to rekindle the fire that I had because I was just trying to make family. And the people that I thought I was making family with were the ones that had an intention, right? Now you could take that one, sis, what's up. That was what's up, you know. So they taught me a lesson. And so I went to the place where I knew it was still love and building. Because there was nothing that I had committed that was so severe that broke us up. And so let me be a hand. I don't have finances, but I have other things that I could use to be a support. And so I was in that place. And so when my situation arose, it was like, oh, bump her. But you think I'm going back into that? I'm not. I'm not readily available for non-support. None wash back, none. One hand wash the other and both hands wash your face. Okay? That's an old country saying. You know, I don't expect nothing from you. I don't look for nothing from you when I do, but I would love for you to wash my hands if my hands was dirty, because I would have washed yours, you know. So I'm not going back into that place. You taught me how to treat you. You taught me how to respect you. And because I have feelings, I have to guard myself. I have to guard Pastor Leggett. I have to guard Nessa the Holistic. I have to protect Mother Nessa, Big G-Ma. I have to protect those dimensions, you know, and I'm going to protect them to my fullest, but I'm not going to let you pull me out of my character to be who I know I can be, right? The intentions. What are your intentions? Don't say I'm helping you and I got to pay you. If I'm paying you to do something for me, that's not help. It's called bartering. It's trade. And I ain't talking about that kind of trade. It's trading. If I supply a service and you redeem in currency, it's a trade. It's a barter. If I give you this remote and you wash my dishes, you're not doing me no favor. Doing a favor, we still talk about intentions. Doing a favor is I'm doing this from my heart with nothing. It's not even talked about. It's not talked about. That's a favor. When I'm mad at you, I'm not going to say what I did for you if it was a favor. Or I'm doing this from my heart. I'm teaching and I hope you're hearing. Because there's a lot of stuff going on in our time. And we got to start checking people's intentions. And God do go in the muck and the mire. God do go in the shadow in the valley of death. God do come in our mess. Because they say, oh, God don't. Yes, God does go in our mess. Yes, he do. But he asked, Paul said, how many times do we got to nail Jesus to the cross? What I'm saying is, we had a real nasty time in this world, in history. And A lot of times when we're young, we don't pay attention to the stuff that goes on. My regret now at this big age is that I did not listen to my elders and got all the information. Because what we see on the news, what we see on social media is entertainment. It is not for educational purposes. And you can find some podcasts that will give you education. I know because I be on them, you know. But there's a lot of them is BS and ideology and emotion. 50 years ago, less, 60 years ago, blacks and whites didn't drink out of the same fountain. Blacks and whites didn't eat in the same restaurants. Okay? That was 50 years ago. How old are you? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Those parents raised them kids. And all of them racists and bigots and they rich in America. They rich here. USA. USA. And we living in a nasty time where homeless people got to get the National Guard in Washington, D.C. What is his intention? You done ran all the immigrants into hiding. You done pushed them in all of these concentration camps. Now they saying that when they arrest you, they can send you too. So now they're done with they Vote Women Act. They don't have no choice. This is why I said a lot of women voted against their own interests. And a lot of Christians kept saying he was from God. I said that. But you don't even have, you can't even go get an abortion. Okay? The immigrants are hiding. Your dollar ain't worth $1 anymore. We're the laughing stock of the world. All we have is money and military. What happens when these other countries say, we don't need your money? We put our money together. But this white man don't see this. We don't see this. And all the people around him don't see this. They lie in our face. They lie to us. That man a rapist. Many women said he raped them. Why you ain't got the Epstein files? The intention. See, I ranted from my situation. When I'll tell you what just happened to me this week, to what happened in this world this week, and we have the audacity to be nasty and cutthroat with each other. We have the audacity to judge a person based on the way they look or what they believe. The first thing they use for me is, oh, you're a pastor. I'm gonna tell you, a leader. Oh, baby. You tell him, he correct me. I come home, bam you out, then I got to go back to them and tell them what I did so we can pray this off me. Because all it's going to do is make the situation aggress. Instead of you being a human, and let's have communication with one another. Like we did when we made the verbal contract. And the constant communication. But for some reason, your intention was to try to expose me. Thinking that's going to make me be less than. You got to think how people view you. The stuff they saw. Oh, come to my church. I want you to come to my church. Come to my church. We ain't got that. And then you go and you support. And then when you don't move the way they move. Huh? I'm one way. I'm multidimensional. God is multidimensional. We say it all the time, but do y'all really believe it? Do you understand what you're saying and doing? A lot of us are called, a lot of us are ignorant. A lot of us believe what we believe through our own lens. Some people look at God as the punisher. You know, if you commit this sin, you dying to go into hell, he gonna kill you, gonna wipe you out. There are a lot of people view God in that fear and that reverence. You know? And some of us been to hell and dead. And we look at God in reverence of sovereignty and grace. Because when he would have killed me, he saved me and provide for me and protect me and take care of my children and heal my mother. Some of us look at God from that place. So when I see somebody struggling, I don't have to go over there, oh, you're going to hell and you feel it. I don't have to do that. Because I know God is a just God. I know God wrath. But I met God through his love and his grace and his protection and his prosperity. And so I can look at somebody and say, you know what? You need to get in contact with God so he can fix you the way he fixed me. And I don't have to be funny acting. And I don't have to act like I'm so holier than thou and better than. Because Jesus wasn't like that. And some of y'all, if y'all really would have counted Jesus of Nazareth, the same one that went into the temple, some of y'all will get chastised. Some of y'all will not. Some of y'all will be like the tree bearing no fruit. Some of y'all. Because what's changing? What are you doing for your community? Because you can preach. You can't preach to everybody. Everybody don't want to hear that. Everybody don't want to hear that. You know, I'm going to say it because nobody else won't say it. Everybody think, oh, you coming to, if I go to Greater Restoration, I come to hear who is the head of those houses. I don't come to go for your sidekicks. Right? Go outside and preach. There's a lot of people outside need that word and that teaching. Don't come where it's established and think you're supposed to be preaching of us because nobody want to hear that. You're not learned enough. You ain't got it. And because somebody feel that way, doesn't mean that they don't like you. Or they don't like your church. That happened this week. Some people came and we was talking and we was chatting. And they were like, oh, they don't like the church. She has a takeover spirit. We do love her. We love what she brings to the table. We see her. I see her. But you can't handle everybody like, I'm from the block too. I got mines too. I carry mines too, bro. Like, I'm one of them. They don't call me big homie for nothing. Auntie. That's what they call me. Auntie. And that means something different. Right? But that don't mean I gotta walk around like that. Like, sit down, babe. Keep it cute. Because some of us don't have that outward aggression where we have to portray that because we've gotten so much trouble behind it. So we have to keep that calm. But when it come out, then it's like, I told y'all. And so the intentions, we got to check. The intentions. Y'all, that had thrown me off so bad. That's why y'all haven't seen me. Then I made arrangements. I want to take y'all into the kitchen. We have CMOS. I want to take y'all in the kitchen with me so you guys can see the process. I already did the cleaning part. So I cleaned it. I took the salt out of it. You know, she's swelling. She's ready for process. And I was going to show you the process. That arrangement fell through too. But I understand. I needed you now. Okay? I do a lot out of my way. Don't feel away when I'm not available. Well, you know what God has taught me? You know what God has taught me, y'all? God has taught me I need to get up and I got to do it myself. I told my husband this morning, I said, you know what? I keep wanting people to help me. I keep going and asking. I keep paying for this and doing that. God has allotted me a little time to focus on my intentions. And so my intentions is to build this. My intentions is to have some people come on. I can't wait to the day that y'all see the full studio. I can't wait to the day that I have guests in here who has encountered God from the Elders Corner. And they don't look like no whole, with that beautiful, I'm not saying God's people ain't beautiful in their holy garments and their Sundays, first Sunday best. Because I grew up in the South. You're supposed to come to God in your best. So to see the ladies and the men dressed, I love that, and I love that, I love that, I love that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones that have not gotten that full encounter or has had the full encounter and has said that, I ain't going back over there. Dumb people hypocrites. Dumb people this. Hey, Bishop is a fact. Like that. Those people, I can't wait to bring them here. And they say, if it wasn't for your journey, Elders Corner, I would know God for myself. You know? And we're not doing it like I did the scripture stuff. I did all that stuff at the beginning because I had a lot of stuff on my heart, and that's how I cleansed myself. So, because it was weighing on me, you know. It was weighing on me. That's somebody I thought I could trust. I thought you was my friend. You took my own design. There it is right there. And you put it on the shirt. And you cartooned it. You AI'd it. Same butterflies. Same buildings. The same little car. The corner. It's the same thing. You AI'd them. There's things I know how to do too. I thought I focus on this thing, but no. God told me this is going to be an octopus. And God keeps showing me stuff. Like at Greater Restoration, we went to a church. I think it's on one of the reels I made. And the church had 3 TVs and a big one in the back. I can imagine me and Woo Woo. And when we're having announcements, the pastors or the preachers or the moderator don't have to do the announcements, that we can throw it on the screen and it'll be live at 5 or live at 3, because we go on at 3. And it's one of our ministers doing the announcements and it's visuals. Or when we had Wow Women Weekend and the church full of women and sisters and babies. We had babies and women. Oh, God. And we watched the movie, and now we got video and audio. And not only that we have video, it'll hit all the pages. It'll be on the Elders Corner. It'll be on Greater Restoration. It'll be on Apostle Robinson's page. It'll be on Wootwoon's Ignite page. Like, there's so much that we can do with this. And people don't have to feel like that I got to be like that to be with God. Because it's not true. It's not. Because I can't wait to tell my full testimony. I can't wait till, if the Lord bless me, and I can expose y'all to my children without my children being hurt. You know. Because I love them more than anything. And that'll trigger our end. You know what I'm saying? Be a homie. OG, y'all already know how we switch it up. Y'all already know that we can be young ball, we can be a homie, we can be the OG, but y'all know those characters turn into RN real quick when you violate. right? Listen, y'all, I thank y'all so much for the love and the patience. I'm still going to I'm working on product. I fixed my LLC. I have my ENIs. I'm ready to go to the state secretary and go ahead and post the LLC Elders Corner. I have already worked on. I just don't have the finance. Now, if you want to support the Elders Corner, I'm going to give you guys one of the cash apps. Or you can sell it. You can sell it at LynessaLeggett@yahoo.com for the Elders Corner. Because to trademark your names, your visuals, and your verbiage, it costs. Okay. And that's why we haven't jumped off the bridge yet, because we need to trademark. Because if you type in Elders Corner, you'll see all of these new up and coming. Elders Corner been here for years. She's not no last year. It just wasn't in full tuition or full bloom. She's still not. We still at stage 1, 2. We ain't even got to 2 yet. But we growing. And that's what matters. And listen, let me tell you something. Get you some friends like I got. Get you some leaders that you can have love and respect for. Because when Eric left me, y'all, I'm just telling y'all the truth. When my brother left me, and then, me and Minister Robinson, we was real close too. Because I was over there every day with them. I never thought I was going to have another relationships like that. Like, November, I'll be with Eric's family, for Thanksgiving. I don't care what's going on. I'll be in the South. Okay? But I'm building something new with what I have now. And it takes time. And in a little while, it's going to be just the way God intended. Okay? And I thank God for you, Apostle Robinson. You know what? Not only he watches, he comments, but he get on my butt. We ain't heard none from Elders Corner. Y'all listen. Oh, I love you, Apostle Robinson. Thank you, Woot Woot, and all the rest of my family that support me. Baptism. We were supposed to be baptized in August 23rd and 24th. No. We're going to have a class August 20th at 7:30. There will be already in prayer. So when you jump on the Zoom, you guys should already have the text. In that group text, you have the Zoom link. You have a copy of the curriculum to each candidate. Each candidate. Okay? We're changing the baptism until September the 5th. 4th and 5th. I think it's 5th and 6th. I don't have my calendar. I'm working on making sure either Pastor Robertson from Gethsemane Baptist Church can give us the pool day, or our other brethren, Reverend Irvin from Mount Sinai, in their baptism pool. And I think they're conjoining with us. And so that's what ministry looks like. Everybody came to John the Baptist from all over. Even Jesus had came to John the Baptist to be baptized. And they did it what? Together. You got to get in this class, because this class not only is going to be educational, because we're going all the way back where it come from. We're gonna learn why we do it and what it means and what is spiritual content and what power. You got to be in the class on August the 20th, and then we'll do the baptism and the celebration. It's the first week of September. Listen, y'all, thank y'all so much for coming over here at the Elders Corner. Listen, we're not missing no more days. We need to catch up. And we need to get this thing going. I thank y'all so much. I am Nessa the Holistic over here, where spirituality and reality meat with a little bit of holistic flavor. Thank you. I'm Nessa the Holistic.